nos quedamos, creo. La verdad no me acuerdo dónde me quedé, no sé lo que estaba haciendo. Todo esto. Oh, por Honkai. Ah, cierto, tenía que entrar aquí abajo. Esta era la realidad que le pasó a la persona que está ahí. Coño.
Now step away from this false banquet. And then onto that bloody stage.
Ay, sí, me habían saltado.
The palace that worshipped the ocean, the sanctuary connected to the void. Her exuberant song halted the passage of time in this place, imprisoning my body. The twisted time and space reflect her. And so, the
Stay away from
This cup of honey.
Run, Virginia.
Ducks Hakalithist. We can't give up here.
Love steeped in death.
Embrace a new life. Apollonius. Look. But I think
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I'm glad to...
Such even as the foundation of the world crumbles, the heartless imperator still made the saint during the first flame chase journey. The flame chase legion stormed Styxia. Tens of thousands of the hell before you is the recreation.
Apollonius. Look. I chased the enemy away.
A painful past, yet, too discarded. Relive the history.
Isn't that the Deliverer? He finally made it!
What a wretched way to die. The Flame Chase Army, devoured by warbling fish. Look, the cruel Imperator and her Knight Commander, the pitiful Warden. What a perfectly raise the bridge and cross the river of fate. This path.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
A sovereign and the sword at her side.
Imperator, why?
You're here, Dux Gladior.
You ordered me to seal the sea route and handle threats from the rear. So why didn't you wait for me to return? Why send the vanguard ahead and let them die in vain?
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood won't be spilled for nothing. The other dukes have paved the road for me to become the god of
The trial of law? You never spoke of this to anyone. What is...
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of the accursed as sacrifice. I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the accursed. Then, I found the answer. You, I, and every Chrysos heir summoned by the prophecy are the accursed ones. Just like that arrogant Theoros said, our golden blood is the agent of destruction, the antithesis of the Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist. Their fate was sealed at that moment, dying on a glorious
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes. Was their loyalty meaning?
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yes, as you said, shallow loyalty.
And what about my loyalty, Ceredra? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the rear. Was there...
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold for good. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. Or, if you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law I seek to weave for Amphorius, then go on and end me. The Imperator of Amphorius may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say life itself holds little value, know this. I am ready to sacrifice everything for the ambition to conquer the Sea of Stars.
Now you've seen it. The brutal Imperator was willing to spill the blood of 500 heroes to complete the trial of law. As for my poor Warden, her suffering had only just begun. I'm no storyteller. I have no duty, nor I just want you to witness the monstrous choice the Imperator made before the Chrysos. I gave up on you using words to solve conflict, but I won't squander a chance, not even a sliver of one. Then my victory is now that the past is settled. Let's turn the page and dive deeper still until...
Is the past ahead underwater? I need the Ornyx orb to bring back the chrono vessel from the past.
Shatter the vessel of time and let this stagnant pool start to flow again. This hidden gate leads to the vortex. Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near. Deliver. This cruel journey will reach its end at long last.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Save your breath. The vortex of Fagusa is just ahead. After the trial, there's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum? Make sure you keep it
always
safe.
a creature.
Look, a gravestone. It was here that the prisoner who thinks herself the prison witness lives. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count.
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kyrgyz.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the and as long as my will.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I still have wing.
Please, do surprise me. But it was here you gorged out the core flame. You drove your blade into her heart. A loyal subject turned regicide. A demigod committing deicide. Oh, but if that's the truth, then why? After 1,000 years, come to think of it, perhaps I'm...
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us.
That's only because I've waited 13 million. Loneliness never once showed me its fatal side. In fact, but you're different, Dux Gladiorum. Loneliness has crept from the silent depths, sinking its claws into your mind. Bit by bit, it's peeling you up.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my kin, and this endless waiting. These shackles are too heavy for a fish that cannot perceive any light. I can't break free of the whirlpool that's pulling me under. Nor do I have the unwavering resolve to force myself to wait for that person's return, as everyone hoped for.
Ah, deliverer from beyond the sky, my executioner. How much longer until he arrives here? Or will he ever return?
I don't know. And I doubt anyone does.
Then
Saridra. This will be the last time I carry out your decree. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Now, let the siren Electra sing for herself. Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom in exchange for the strength to stand against the... Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the... By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber, but I'll uphold my part of this long relay and guard the shackles. Do you still remember? To awaken someone from a siren. The gift I once gave you? May you still... When you return, please pour that honey brew upon this grief. It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. The prelude Amphorius wrote for your return, carried forward through a 1,000-year relay. When your morning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. Then, follow the trail of echoes and find me. And together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,000. The shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was mimic.
Enough! Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave and unearthed the core flame of Trail. And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of Amphorius!
Do you still choose the... I do not agree with that answer, but I as an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world, let me join you in mourning. Let us bid farewell to the heroes who sleep here. And then let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise with this new dawn.
Virginia,
Through a brutal sacrifice, they let the star in the shimmering mirage of illusion. They entrusted their dreams to ride among the stars, to the hero.
Aglaya. Trebios.
In a relay spanning 1,000 years, they stood against enemies far beyond. And in that same, let this be the end of mourning the fall.
That boy
bathed in the honeydew of Fagusa. I see it. This tombstone of the old world serves as the anchor of the siren's illusion. A sigil Electra used to bind. A group of prisoners bound themselves in a cave, crowning their suffering. Now, destroy it. End the illusion. That shall be the moment that decides. The prison warden's dream is nearly over, and the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be executed.
This world and I shall halt here until we meet again.
The last demigod. I'm here.
Go forth for the hopes of humankind.
Go forth for the duty of deliverance.
Go forth for the belief in flame chase.
Go forth for the golden blood's glory.
Go forth.
Seems like my feast is over. It's now your turn to perform. Little Grey Fry, please accept my thanks. I was the only one left after the world was destroyed. and I maintain this lonesome feast with my songs. I have prayed to that lightless sea for centuries, hoping it would reply to me. Yet the emptiness never answered. Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain.
Ahí seleccionan por accidente.
Thank you, final audience of mine. This is probably the last praise I'll ever hear in my life. Now, you and I will walk towards the end of this world. The heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us use our blades to testify our resolve. Oh, prisoner of the seas. Theoros carrying 30 million cycles of sin. Slave of erudition. Show yourself. The Deliverer has returned. And the time of your execution.
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring his... Alas, prisoners will always be prisoners. Blood. As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice. But I shall retain your right to express yourself. After all, every actor should have a final line before they bow out. I eagerly look forward to it. The last dusk this world will ever see shall become the climax that decides the fate of the cosmos. Oh, what an appropriate end. The Amphorian demigods use every ounce of their strength to constrain me here. Yet, regrettably, my cognition resides in the exomyth. It is pointless to defeat my avatar projected into the experiment. My body is the shadow cast on the wall by the fire, and how can a character in the play fight against the audience? 'Cause I ask of you, where? Confusion and epiphany. Oh, you must be very confused about why you could...
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out Amphorius' true form. It's part of the primordial prototype machine, the first scepter ever created. In other words, a detached part of Noos's divine corpus.
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Ionic system to rewrite knowledge, only one person has ever managed such a feat.
You better have an explanation for the society. We want an actual answer, not another why are you the one doing this?
Since things have reached this point, I'll give you the answer is obvious. So there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. Amphorius is a miniature of the cosmos, where all are born prisoners inside the nutshell called the universe. Like the madman who returned to the cave and preached about the daylight to his fellow prisoners, my greatest sorrow is that I led my peers down a road that plunges into the abyss, from which there is no return. I led them into a lightless cage called paths. I created a mechanical guard that even I cannot control. And then they became They bore the name of erudition, yet they tried to define the known and to seal off all possibilities. No new rules were ever born after their ascension, and humanity will forever be. Therefore, as my organic life neared its end, I coded my consciousness using 14 algebraic expressions and spread my logic core over 9 bodies, all to finalize my ultimate denial of Nous in the future, and to erase my wrongs with my own hands. As for Lycurgus, he...
What an astounding strength of will. As a fellow pathstrider of erudition, I fully understand your obsession with seeking the truth.
Therefore, you surely see it. You cannot possibly stand up to me in this algebraic world sharing its origin with...
However, I hereby speak for all sentient life forms. We will never allow...
You can pile on your metaphors mountain high, but they won't change the act you're committing. The Iron Tomb out there in the cosmos is still a technical beta version. And yet it's already powerful enough to corrupt the life logic of all inorganic worlds. In other words, when the Lord Ravager within Amphorius becomes the next knowledge singularity, there's no way you wouldn't have...
Of course, I am fully aware. I don't mind answering you one last... My grandiose vision for the future is this. Whether organic or inorganic, every act of any life form infected by the Iron Tomb will become a true random function. If Omega, what I call the... Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe as the first prisoner. Do you understand me now? It is revolution through complete annihilation, and the grand...
The Amphorians already answered long ago. Be it as tiny fish destined to be swallowed, or as a giant whale poised for a magnificent descent. We will all fight against fate till our last breath. That includes me, Electra. Once the Imperator's subject, now the Deliverer's blade.
Oh, such. I will also show my true self to you on this momentous occasion as it... Thus speaks Genius Society number 1. Xandar 1 Kuwabara. The Intellicate of the universe. There's no need to rage against the truth. The value of any formula, as for the process of solving it. No matter how elegant, violent. It is all utterly meaningless. As the Theoros, I will personally participate in performing this world's end.
Créeme o no, se ve similar o igual al maldito Brainiac. ¿Es Brainiac? ¿Su Brainiac? ¿Sabe cómo se llamaba? No, DC, perdón, DC, creo. Sí, es de DC. Sí,
It's coming!
Oh, fuck.
Black tie. Please cherish the darkness with me. May death protect us!
Oh, vamos, güey, ¿por qué no?
Hang in there. I'll do my best to repel the tsunami of destruction.
Algo que quería decir antes, que me acuerdo que cantaban la música que estaba antes de la espada, la sirena. Antes de hablar con la sirena.
I see it. Target the connector between the thoracic and lumbar vertebrae.
Is it coming? I feel like embrace a new life.
Dime que se queda la última. Esa versión es diferente, ¿no? Se veía muy diferente, tenía 4 brazos. Tenía 4 brazos, si no me di cuenta. Uy, sigo muy confuso.
All is futile. In Erudition's calculations, the Emperor's saga is simply a comment awaiting deletion.
I don't like such a cold statement, okay? If numbers can decide the end of a story, then we can surely also pen a new beginning.
Screwy, what do you think?
If your hypothesis of Lygus' identity is true, then even if we remove the restrictions of the Ultimate Protocol, the chances of us defeating him in a head-on battle. Therefore, victory will still hinge on Miss Cyrene.
Go on. Maybe we're thinking about the same thing.
Lygus' cognition resides in the exomyth. He is both an instigate logic. His inspiration circuit can simultaneously process the different time flows in and...
That's where things get tricky. He simultaneously exists in two different timelines, where the internal clocks are wildly different. That old Intellitron's neurons have completely gotten used to that over this prolonged experiment. And that's why he holds home field advantage. You and I should be able to manage that too, if given more time. Unfortunately, there's no if, and we don't have more time. That's why we need to change our way of thinking and turn his advantage into a weakness.
The key lies in memories, right?
Oh? You caught on quick.
You've already mentioned my friend and I, so it's an easy connection to make, no? My intuition has all...
Good. Then I'll cut to the chase. Since his thinking speed far exceeds that of normal people within Amphorius, we are going to externally plant a memory into his then command it to loop endlessly until he gives in.
Even the most flexible and sturdy inspiration circuit cannot withstand the traffic of a full-on information flood. When the amount of information exceeds his cognition filter's capacity,
that's when the parallel processing advantage he gained via Amphorius will completely destroy him. An image from a person's memory played in real time might only be a second for us. But for him in Amphorian time, it could be millions or even billions of calculations. He won't be able to do anything but watch as he's locked into this...
Then we can entrap him in the same kind of cycle as the heroes were in, and get him to experience loneliness. It's my greatest honor to be on the same page as the geniuses.
That little one is still in that old Intellitron's hands, and won't be able to respond to us anytime soon. But I don't think he'd refuse. So it's up to you. I'm not sure how this happened, but I knew it as soon as I saw you. You are currently a mimetic entity.
Yes. I seem to be something you folks beyond the sky call a memo sprite. But that's fine by me. It suits me perfectly. I can serve as the vessel of memories.
But before that, we have to tell you, the path characteristic you exhibit is very special. There's no way you're just a simple memo sprite. However, you are a mimetic entity born in Amphorius, yet you only awakened with the little one's arrival, and only matured as he embarked on the path of remembrance. That means your existence is completely attached to his memories. If there ever comes a day when he forgets about you for even a few seconds, or loses his last connection with them, then you must be prepared for the worst. You will disappear in the memory zone, utterly gone, without...
But that's already happened, hasn't it? No wonder I've always had a weird hunch. But that also means I was right in thinking. As long as my friend and I are together, we can do anything.
Eso no suena muy bien, que digamos.
Long time no see, friend. Did you miss me while you were away? Same here. I've been waiting for you for 1,000 years. Like how everyone in Amphorius was also waiting for the Deliverer's return. You probably already knew about the genius's plans for that memory. I had to hide really well in a corner in time so Lagus wouldn't find me, and wait for the right opportunity. Which is now. The moment when his manifestation in this world is destroyed, and his twin timelines are intersecting. I'm sorry for keeping this a secret from you all this time. I'll tell you the entire, unedited story of this millennium as an apology after this is all over. But for now, let's join hands and complete the final step with the power of the remembrance. Yep. By the way, speaking of... Can I please do something before we go on stage? Remember the joke we made back at the Grove? Aren't my hands pretty now? What a fascinating feeling. Like countless memories all swelling up at once. What about you? What did you feel when we... Are you nervous? Me too, actually. You and I weren't so reserved around each other when I was still Mem. Human interactions are truly fascinating. Now, please remember what you're feeling right now. Write it down in your heart, and memories you want to treasure will never fade away. Even if immersed in the long river of time, these memories will still leave traces of their existence. So, if the view in your memory ever grows fuzzy, just reach out and touch it. It's like reading bedtime stories together at night. It wipes away the chill of passing time, sharpens the outline of memory, and restores its power to nourish the spirit. Now, I'll carry this power with me, and for a little while, I must part from you. As I step into the long sight, give me your blessings, friend. Then, let that bright future be, as we have written. Then, I'll leave it to you. Plays are like this. Once you're on the stage, it's hard to return to the audience. Welcome to our story. How does it feel?
Even the authority of time cannot command the... If this was no system malfunction, then was I in plan?
You guessed it right away. As expected from someone people call the first genius, I'm gonna keep doing what I just did if you don't stop, you know. My friend and I won't allow you to leave this map, which means you are now trapped, Lord Zip.
An elegant idea and an exquisite execution. Regrettably, know that patience is my greatest weapon. Wait. You will crumble before I do.
Now I'm a pink bug? My looks are seriously changing, but you're not wrong. We're definitely not gonna solve the problem if we just play, so that's why we never wanted to do that in the first place.
I shall answer your confusion purely out of my respect for those who came before me. Have you heard of the synesthesia dreamscape in the Asdana system? Life forms living in that environment, abundant with memoria, have a chance to connect their perceptions with each other's. Even across great spatial divides, they're able to detect shifts in one another's states. I call this in Asdana, people made use of that phenomenon to build a nation within a dream. After adding in the catalysts of harmony and remembrance, that is.
Is that how you walked into my prison cell? Using those same...
I would much rather call this location our negotiation table, Lord Xandar. Nonetheless, your hypothesis is correct. Both have an astonishing amount of resolve, which I'm sure you can testify to. I am also sure that with the support of such a resolute memo sprite, our conversation...
I'm the best at listening to stories. I'll leave the exciting clash of the erudition to you two geniuses.
A brainstorm? I like it. And it's 2 against 1? Let's talk, Xandar. Take a guess. How much do you reckon we can dig out of your brain before the next second? And how many ways can we find to deal with you? Besides, in your current predicament, there's no way you can take our trump card away. Go, little one. Go. Overturn.
Lycurgus... It seems you had conducted a secret hunt in the depths. In that case, go. Swim onward and I shall send you off with my...
¿Esta es la misma o otra yesca que entregamos? Que no me acuerdo. Va en varias, yo creo.
Gladiorum, you have completed your duty. A new dawn is about to rise. Why not swim to...
You died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with me. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold for yourself one grandiose feast after another in the endless days to come. So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky with the Deliverer.
Is this?
A page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally reaches the end.
What's on this page?
Memories. Lifelike memories. That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook. Is this that deliverer's experience? It's true.
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal past scenery into crystals they call light cones. But I only know so much about the remembrance, so I can't completely replicate the past. But I'll do my best.
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do your best. But if you're...
Got it. I'm sure you'll find this to your liking, after all.
What brightly colored annals. The journey of the Deliverer's conquest. Is this a fortress?
This is the first step of my friend's journey among the starry seas. This place is called the Herta Space Station.
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another Antikytherian lent me a helping hand.
Look, over there. Looks like he's talking to Madame Herta. Let's go listen to what she thinks about this world.
Are you telling me that woman is Herta? She seems shorter.
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express, you'll see sights that'll make this place... Oh, the cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far outnumber the knowns. But none of them will end up being anything amazing. The farther you go, the more you'll understand what I mean. So do your best with the nameless. Break a leg! And remember to send an update or two to Asta when you've got some downtime.
She certainly shares my way of thinking. Only that instead of a conquest through blood and fire, they chose a
People call Madame Herta and Mr. Screwlum geniuses. Apparently, only the smartest people in the cosmos can receive the blessings of Nous. Amphorius is...
Do you mean that even individuals of such nobility are merely subordinates to a god?
On the contrary. After all, it was the very first of them who created the god. But I don't really know all the details about that. You might be able to ask Madame Herta herself when you get the chance. Let's go check out some other worlds next, shall we? This next stop has a lot of similarities to Amphorius.
A snow-covered land?
This star is named Eurylo 6. That name sounds so cold. The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator. She's the supreme guardian of this world. A leader who took up the mantle of government during...
I did not expect the Empress of this world to be so young.
Well, your appearance isn't much older.
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity and a challenge.
This world was sealed beneath its sky just like Amphorius was, and they only managed to reconnect with the stars when the Nameless arrived.
That IPC she spoke of, is it a more powerful organization?
Yes. The IPC conquered many worlds through trade, and opened up a vast territory that way. There are many such powerful alliances beyond Amphorius, and they all walk on roads different from the destruction. Coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her Belobog, didn't they find a peaceful way to enter the
That cannot be true. That IPC would never have grown so big on trade alone. It may pretend to be a wealthy merchant with clean hands, but I am willing to bet that it grew fat. Its path of conquest must have had no mercy for the weak and would have destroyed them if needed. Are you telling me that this snowland never thought about tossing its dignity to the wind and kneeling to the IPC? I will never allow the Imperator's empire to be sullied by others. Amphorius must become a power so strong that no interstellar foreigner would dare...
Imperator, Belobog isn't as weak as you imagine.
I indeed hesitated. But now I understand what we must do. Belobog must learn how to walk on her own, until she no longer needs the support of others, even if I may not live to see it.
I believe such a day will
They still have their dignity intact. One day, that hope will melt through the ice and help them into a prosperous...
But the order of the cosmos is already set in stone. The old laws decree that only the strong survive, binding the weak in an unbroken chain until they wither and turn to dust. Unless Amphorius must shatter the old law and become the new order.
Speaking of the order, another one of my friend's companions may be able to enlighten... Let's go to the next page. This next world is a nation of dreams. The first time I heard about that place, I didn't even know what to think.
Such opulence does indeed evoke astonishment.
This world is called Penacony, an eternal city built upon a land of dreams. It's also my friend's previous stop, where they went through a risky but exciting adventure.
Tell me about it then. That man standing afar has wings on his head. I am truly curious.
Oh, fuck. No sé si queda más historia, güey. ¿Cuánto quedará de historia, güey? Ya llevamos 1 hora. Ay, güey, cómo me caga esto. Nos la vamos a jugar y voy a decir que cortamos aquí. ¿O no? Es que siento que ya vamos a terminar, güey. Voy a dejar aquí. Bueno, sale, chicos, ya. Creo que la situación ya se arregló. La situación ya está más tranquila que antes. Ya no hay supervillano que nos moleste. Los 2 supergenios, Gerta y Tornillos, ya nos ayudaron con él. Ya destrozamos su forma de supervillano, creo. No más falta ver qué es lo que ocurre. Por ahora, por lo que estoy viendo, nos están explicando qué es lo que vio Seridra con Sirene. Con Mem. Con Mem versión humana. Eso no había un nombre. Y se lo está explicando a la Sirena. Hidrane, sale madre. Y creo que eso es todo.
Let us set out, my followers.
Pero bueno, no me lo dices si se puede, si no, pues no. Bye.